Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another review. Now I'm taking a look at Knight Rider for the ZX Spectrum. Released by Ocean Software in 1986, it was delayed a couple of times before it finally saw the light of day on shop shelves. Excuse me. As you probably guessed, especially with this theme tune that's playing, it's based on the television series of the same name that starred David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight, a man who does not exist. And he works for a company called the Foundation for Law and Government, or FLAG for short, and his missions are facilitated by him driving in a state-of-the-art computerized car with artificial intelligence and speech and understanding capabilities, amongst other things. The car being called Knight Industries 2000, or KIT for short. And the show became gained quite a cult following, and it was only going to be a matter of time before a computer game based on it saw the light of day, and in 1986 it did indeed happen, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. So you've got a choice of preset missions or a random plot, as you can see at the top of the screen there, so we'll just pick Democratic Convention and start the game. Good morning, Michael. Should be Devon, never mind, has just informed me of terrorist activity in Chicago. I'm trying to get this message across to you quickly, but unfortunately this scrolling message is so sluggish I can't tell you it any quicker. Sorry about that. So we've actually got to set our destination. As you can see, the flashing bit on the map of the United States there is showing that we're in Atlanta, and and that scrolling message told us we need to go to Chicago. So we just need to set our waypoint in the bottom left corner. So we're actually heading there as our next destination. So off we go. And just got to press a particular button, and you press the T button to alternate between Michael driving and Kit shooting these rather badly drawn helicopters, or you can let Kit do the driving and you have a go at shooting things. And near the middle right of the screen, you can see where it's got laser operated by Kit and steering by Michael. And in pressing T, it alternates between the two. And now I've switched it so Kit's steering and I'm doing the shooting. The key controls are W and S for up and down, N and M for left and right, and Q for fire. You can't redefine those, unfortunately. One big problem with this is that if you're taking control of the shooting, Kit doesn't drive as fast as you can, and even if you're doing the driving, which I'll switch to now, notice how my speedometer is going up considerably more than it does when you let Kit do the driving, and it's Kit that's actually doing all the shooting, and he's not doing a great job of it, if the truth be told. But there's one big problem. There's one big problem with this driving section. It's ridiculously easy. I mean, yes, you've got a damage meter, but the problem is, regardless of how fast you're going, regardless of how sharp a bend is, you can still just hair it along the road without centripetal force pulling you outwards towards the edge. So, not really an accurate representation of driving. And even for its time, look how boring these graphics are. Look at that road. Have you ever seen a more soulless road for a game that was released in 1986? Look at this. You can see there's a time limit in the bottom right corner. If that expires, then your mission fails. And we're nearly there, so you can tell by the scud meter on the bottom, on the left-hand side. The scud standing for standard kit units of distance. So now we're where we need to be. Now we need to. Now it takes on this bit. I'm Michael's in the top left corner here. Now I've got to be wary of these guards, and I need to get to that room in the bottom right corner. I can sense guards in there. Michael, you must get to the room on the other side. But be careful. I can sense guards in there. These graphics aren't... Shit, he shot me. So I've got to do all that again now. Yes, if you're unlucky... If you're unlucky and a guard sees you, he might fire an almost impossible to see bullet at you, which goes very quickly, so... Oh, why? He just walked through the wall? Oh, I had no chance. That guard walked right through that wall. I'm sorry, but he did. I saw it with my own eyes. So I've got to watch out for that guard on the far right, because if I get close enough to him, he follows me. Oh, damn it. Oh, great, now that guy's... Oh, now he's suddenly not walking through the wall. Oh, he walked through the wall again. Oh, shit. Oh, God, that guy in the middle there shot me. Oh, you can see, you heard the sound effect, and I could just about see the pixel-sized bullet that he fired, but yeah. This is a pretty crap game, really. Gauntlet, this isn't. Oh, God, here we go. Move. Come on, bugger off. Oh, great. Good. Got past him. Thank God for that. Just we'll get into this tiny little room here. I can see a packing slip, Michael. It seems that some rifles have been delivered to Las Vegas. This is very suspicious. So now I've got to go to Las Vegas, but I can't do it directly, so I'll have to go somewhere else en route. Yeah. So Denver's, I believe, is on the way there. So now you've got this tedious dross again. I mean, the road moves smoothly enough, but there's just no variety. There's no side decoration scenery or anything like that. It's just plain boring yellow roads with blue terrain. I mean, the Spectrum does have green in its colours, hence the word laser being in green on the middle right of the screen. Mind you, I suppose it is a fairly bright shade of green, but yeah, it just feels like I'm driving along 7 Mile Bridge ad infinitum. Oh dear. This is so boring, I cannot even put into words. Ocean, this is pretty bad for you. You've done some great games, but unfortunately, this ain't one of them. I mean, even Street Hawk was visually more interesting than this. Yeah, Kit's taken 0 damage. I mean, that's how easy this game is. Now he's taking a bit of damage. I mean, even those missiles barely do any damage. I mean, I know Kits can take a fair bit of punishment, but this has taken that aspect too far. And it's very rare that Kit had the ability to shoot in the TV series anyway. Mind you, I guess just having driving with nothing else happening would have been dull as dishwater, so I guess I can't really blame them for adding something like that to the proceedings, but the execution of it is still pretty poor. Yeah. Oh. Sound effects are pretty sparse as well. I mean, there's no engine rumble of any kind. But do remember this is a 48K Spectrum, which had very limited sound capabilities. But it would have been nice if there could have been a bit more sound to add to make it a bit more right now Las Vegas. Ugh, this is so dull, and I'm while Kit's not very good at shooting enemies, it's if you say take on the reins yourself, Kit drives so much slower than Michael's top driving speed that it takes him longer to get places. Now, as I said, there is a time limit, and I believe each time Michael fails to complete the on foot bits or gets shot or whatever, that a significant amount of time is lost. So you don't have life per se, but you do have to worry about running out of time, and I believe you do lose time every time you get shot or captured by a guard. Ugh, bloody hell, this is so boring. And this was a full price game, would you believe? Mind you, even on budget, this wouldn't have been much fun. Despite its slowness, even the poor Spectrum port of Outrun's more fun than this. Trying not to fall asleep at the proverbial wheel here. That's how boring this is. Just less than 30 scuds left. It's 19, 18, 17, 16. Come on. Just get on with it. Wish you could skip these bits, I really do. Right, terrorist base. We're now in Las Vegas, which is where we needed to go. Michael, I've done a computer check. One of the guards seems to be a trained killer. So one of the guards could pay particularly more attention to us. It seems to be that guard in the middle that's just on Michael's right there, because look how quickly. Mind you, it could be this one down here as well. No, maybe it's that. Oh, God. Oh, balls. Oh, damn it. I got past him at least. I notice that Denver has been ringed on this map. The vice president is due to speak there at a Democrat convention. I fear that he may be in some danger. Denver it is then. Annoyingly, I've just come from there. And more boring driving. Yeah, this is shit. I'm sorry, but it is. Watching paint dry is more fun than playing this. It's just so soulless. There's just nothing in these driving sections that's even remotely interesting. And even if you're driving at full pelt, there's literally no chance of just skidding off the road the way you would if you're going too fast to take even the sharpest of corners. Oh God, this is so boring. Could they really not have come up with something better than this, or did the license to use the Knight Rider and all its associated products cost so much that there was little left for an actual decent game? Ugh, God. Oh. So, even when I don't bother to steer and take damage, it goes up so slowly that it's very unlikely to be a problem. You could actually just hold down the accelerator button and just do something else. That's how blooming easy these sections are. It's not even depleting your speed. Right, Democratic Convention. Michael, you must get to the Vice President before the terrorists. Avoid the security men or it will be too late. Oh, great. You'll bugger off. Move! Get stuck on the chair. Well, how am I meant to get past them? They're blocking the only route I can take. See, look, how am I meant to get past him when he does that? See, maybe I can get them to come off their axis. Oh my God. Have they got no peripheral vision? I just walked right past them as if I were dear. Well done, Michael. You have just succeeded in completing the most boring mission in a video game ever. Yeah. Well, wasn't that exciting? I'm just applauding myself at having managing to get through one of the most boring missions in a computer game ever. Yeah, so that's Knight Rider for the ZX Spectrum. A completely boring waste of code. And for the most part, ridiculously easy, especially those driving sections. Yeah, graphics, bland. Map screen's not too bad. The overhead on foot sections, the graphics aren't too bad. They managed to get in some colour. But the bullets that the guards fire are so small that they're really hard to see, especially with the monochrome backgrounds. And yeah, the driving sections are really visually bland. There's no side road details or anything. Literally the only way you know you're going forward are those horizontal lines on the really bland road. The curves are sort of smooth enough, but they're not exact. Well, they animate smoothly enough, but they're not exactly smooth curves. They're very angular, even at their smoothest. Yeah. Sound very sparse. You just get the explosion sound effects and the sound it makes when you're driving off the road, or the very faint gun sound effects when a guard shoots you. But other than that, and the rendition of the Knight Rider theme tune, that's about it for sound. Gameplay, ridiculously easy, boring, flawed. It's just snore central. And the fact that they would have charged about £7.95 for this, which would have been a lot of money for a child in 1986. No, what's on offer here wasn't worth that kind of money, unfortunately, and it's just too boring for words. So I'm going to give Knight Rider on the Spectrum 3 out of 10. It really is Dullsville, and I really don't recommend it. Even if you love the show and love David Hasselhoff and the like, avoid this game. It's pants. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that review. Catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.